friends, today I am showing you how to make a beautiful grapevine fall wreath. This will be my last fall tutorial for the year because after this, my home will be ready for fall. Okay, so let's get crafty now. This is what I have for my fall wreath. As you can see, I have the burgundy, the creams, the greens, a little bit of orange right there. I did get all the florals from different places, from different stores like Hobby Lobby. These are Hobby Lobby, all of these. And then we have Michael's. At Hobby Lobby, all the florals had a 40% off for fall. At Michael's, I believe the fall florals had a 50% off. Beautiful color there, as well as this. I also have Dollar Tree, as you can see. And all of these, all the other ones right there are from a local store. This is Michael's. The ribbons are from Michael's. They were for $5.99. I fell in love with this here. Just look at that, just beautiful. Those colors. And then these were from Hobby Lobby with a 50% off. This was Christmas, so they have a 50% off. This is from a local store. And guys, what I loved the most was these wall decor from Hobby Lobby. These had a 50% off at Hobby Lobby because all the wall decor had 50% off. So I did purchase those. These pumpkins were the last two pumpkins at this color, the burgundy and cream, from Michael's. And then the baskets are from Dollar General. You purchase one. These were $12, the baskets. And then you purchase one and you get the other one for half price. So I did get two of those. I'll be making two wreaths. Wreaths are the 30-inch wreaths from Michael's. These are going to be huge. I'm super excited because this is the last thing that I need for fall, and then I'll be ready. As you have seen all the other videos, I did the kitchen decor, the dining table, the entryway, and the living room, and the only thing pending was the wreaths. So here I am showing you what I have for my wreath. It's a lot. Just the beautiful colors because I want something that would match the entryway with the burgundy. And I added the creams. So please keep watching to see the whole tutorial, the step-by-step on how to make these beautiful wreaths. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Jolly G Crafty. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up. What I'm going to do next is I will trace this on the foam. Then I'll just cut it down using the foam cutting tool. So let's do that now. This will go right there. Let's begin cutting now. Just be very careful. While we wait for this, how about you guys let me know in the comments where you're watching from. Just want to say hi. Okay, there you go. Now, I'll be adding skewers, 3 of these. But first I'm going to glue the foam here, and then I'll be putting in the skewers so it will stay there, like it won't go down. If you put pressure on it, it will go down for sure. So we're adding the skewers so it keep it from going down. We will begin by, and I did add the little wire so it will hang, and I did use garden wire. Okay, now this is a big wreath. This is a 30-inch wreath. Okay, and then what I'll be adding next is the basket. This is from Dollar General. So again, I'm making 2 wreaths, 30-inch. So I'll be putting the basket there. I always have these handy, the zip ties. Dollar Tree, 125. Oh, I guess it's not 25, 125 anymore. I don't know, but I always have these. So I'm gonna be using these to hang the basket there. Okay, so that'll be the first thing to do. Keep watching. Well, let's do that now. I'll be using the zip tie to go. I'll start with the one in the middle. Sure it's tight. I always have these for cutting wire. Okay, and then I'll be adding two more on right there on each side because it's gonna be heavy, guys. Because all the florals and all the things that we will be adding, it will get heavy. So there goes one. Let me get the other one. So as you can see, I did added one zip tie there and then one on each side. That's what you need. And it's ready now. Now we will be adding the foam in there. I'm just gonna put some little drops of glue on the sides and then we'll just add the skewers in a minute. Be very careful when putting the foam. You don't want to get burned. And make sure it's not gonna go all the way down. Now what I'm going to do next, I'll be using these. I will be putting glue. Make sure that they don't go all the way like down the basket, okay? Make sure they don't go through there. I'm gonna put three, one, two, and three. I'll put some glue there and right there. I'll begin with the one in the middle. You have to be careful holding the foam that it won't go all the way in. Right there. I will do the same thing on the other one. Put some hot glue there. And make sure that it won't go all the way through. There. And one more on this side over here. So we have our three sticks in there. Now I will just be adding more glue. Why am I doing this? So as you can see, it has like little holes through the, you can see like through the basket. So if we add like foam or stuff in there, it will show. So I was like, what can I use? So I just added skewers there and you can see the sticks from there. Look at this beauty, guys. I got this at Hobby Lobby. This is a wall decor. They had a 50% off. So I was like, okay, that can work for my wreath. And I just love this. Wait to see the other one. Okay. So this is a big size. And there's three different sizes on these. This was $31.99, but with the 50% off. So it's just awesome. So this will go somewhere there. And then we can start adding the bow and then the florals all hanging. And the colors that I'll be using for this wreath are the burgundies, the creams, and a little bit of orange. So it will go with my entryway decor. If you haven't watched that video, please do so. It's just beautiful. So yes, burgundy creams and a little bit of orange. So the next thing that I'll be doing is, let me just remove the tags. I'll be getting a skewer and then I'm just gonna put it through there with glue so I can put it there. Let's do that now. Just need a little piece. We will put some glue. Thank God it's home. Right there, and then I can put it there. I'm just gonna put some glue there and it will go there. I believe more or less there. That's what I want. Let me get the hot glue. So where you guys want, I'm just gonna add it here. It's looking very nice. So again, this was from Hobby Lobby. They had a 50% off, so I got three different sizes. This is a bigger size, and then we have a medium and a small. which I'll be using the other two for the other wreath. Same step. So next I'll be making the bow. Look at this, very nice from Michaels for $5.99. This was from Hobby Lobby, 50% off Christmas. And Michaels, I was in love with this ribbon, $5.99 as well. I'm just gonna make something small. I don't want a big, huge bow. So it will be a 2-loop bow using these three. And I want that bow here. And then I'll make another one single loop right there. Let's do that now. I'll make a long tail for this. So I'm gonna leave it there and then we twist. The first loop will be like 9.5 inches. A 9.5. The second loop, again, twist there. I love this tool. It's from our shop. The second loop will be 9, just a bit smaller than the other one. And then we cut. Now we get the other ribbon. This is just beautiful. Make sure it's at the tail. The long tail is the size of the other one. Okay, and then the first loop on this will be 8 inches. Remember 8. And then 7. And then the tail, 8. And then, okay, remember the tail is a long one. So this will be 7. This will be 7, the first loop. For this, it's just 1 loop, and then the tail will be long as the same size as the other one. Because we want this to be hanging, very nice. Okay. Now I love the zip ties because with these, we will tie all of these together. This is a hack. Don't zip it all up yet, because I'll be adding another zip tie. Get it out from there, twist it. Now there, I'll be adding a zip tie, a longer zip tie. This will go on the grapevine wreath, and then zip. Okay, now we fluff it up. Let's fluff it up over there. Before I continue adding the florals, I'll be adding moss from Dollar Tree. Just a bit of it, so we are going to put some hot glue around. So be careful. Just to make sure we can see the foam, I'll be adding around as well. I'll fix it in a minute. Now we're adding this right there so it will hang. I'm just going to put some glue. Okay, I want the bow to go in between that and let's put it there. and then we'll fluff it up in a minute. Now with this tool, it is very easy to do the bows. Very easy. Okay, now let's begin by adding the florals. This is a classic fall leaf. This has a touch of orange. I'm just gonna use a little bit of orange and that's it. Now I'll be cutting this in two. This is from Hobby Lobby. I believe they had a 40% off or so. It's hard for me to do that now. This will go here. Okay, and I'm just gonna put some glue. I'll fix it in a minute. I'll be adding another bow, smaller one right there. Okay, and this will go here. But always play around with the florals, give them movement. Put some glue. Okay, go behind the other one. And I want this to go like falling down. You might want to put some glue because the leaves keep falling off. Just a little bit of glue. And it will fix the problem there. We'll fix it in a minute. Okay, next thing I'll be making the bow. Very simple. I'm just going to go do it now quickly and then I'm just going to add it there. Okay, the same steps will actually, it will be just a one loop bow. So the easiest way on how to make a one loop bow is getting the three. I did get two of the floral one, the floral print, and then one this color. Put them together and then just make a loop more or less this size. It all depends what size of loop you want. I'm just gonna go maybe like with this size. When you open your hand, you'll see that size. And then just leave just a bit of this there. We want the long, okay? We get a small zip tie and we tie. And make sure you do not tie it all up because we will be adding one more so we can put it through there. Now you can tie it up. Don't forget to cut it there. And do the same thing there in the bottom. Now it's ready. Let's put it in here. It's getting there, guys. It's getting there. Let's fluff it up. Now let's get all the florals ready, the cutting and all that. So we're almost there, but it's looking very nice. We're gonna be adding the florals into the basket. And adding there and there, almost there. I'll be adding one just the same as that. It'll go right there. And then this, I need to cut it there, somewhere there. So I want that like to be hanging from there. So let me just cut it a little bit. Some glue. And when putting in there, just be careful that we don't want the foam to go in there into the basket. Now this, it will go in between this. Just open it up and it'll go there. Put some glue. Just keep adding. I want this right there. So we have that different color. Just playing around with, you'll give it like shape to the wreath. These will go right there. Let me just cut it down. And then I'll just remove these. I will not use the leaves. And then the other one right next to that one. Next, I'll be adding these, but what I'll do is I'll cut one by one, which I know it takes time to do that. And these were, I believe these were Hobby Lobby. And then this here was Michael's. And Michael's had a 50% off, Hobby Lobby 40. And this was from a local store. So let me just do that because I know it takes time to do. Let me cut it down and then we'll begin putting them into the basket. The next thing that I'll be adding is the pumpkin. I'll add a little bit of glue there. And we're not going in like this. So it's like sideways. Right there. And that will go right there. So let me do that now. Let's put some glue. It's very nice. And then I'll be adding these in between there. Go behind over there. I want one there. This will be next. I'll just cut. Right there. And then I'll be adding these two. Cut a little bit more. And then this, it will go there. It's looking very nice. What do you guys think? We'll fix it in a minute. Anything that we feel that we need to move around, we can move. For now, let's keep adding the rest of the florals. Okay, now we're adding these. Let's just cut. I'll be adding that. Just cut a bit more. Just keep adding. And then one of these right there. We're getting there. Let's add this. Let's keep adding. Right now it's just adding where you think it needs. Right there. And then I'll be adding for that color. And then a pink one. Just keep adding. And then this garland from Michaels, I believe they had a 50% off. Very nice because of the colors. It goes very well with what I have. So let's cut it down. I have one piece there, and then I'll make another one the same size. I want this to be hanging right here. They both will be hanging on the side. And then we keep adding. We're also going to be adding on that side over there and on the top of the wreath. So let me see what else I'll be adding. And where you see you need more, we'll be adding. I'll check. Okay, I'll be adding that. And we're going where we see like spaces. We add there. I'll be adding these right there behind. I have a bunch of these, so not bad at all. We have so many. We're adding these. Now we go to this side of the wreath. Put one. The good thing is I have a lot of these because it's a bunch of these, so I see spaces there. So we go sideways. These will cover the spaces. Right there, we see spaces there. Yeah. And you see it covers more there. And you will need something there, so I'll be adding there. Like in between, I see a space there. I'll just go through here. And we'll fix the bow in a minute. Let me just get all the florals in there. I think I'll be adding more there. Again, these is just to cover where we see spaces. We add. Okay, now we're moving right there to the bottom of the wreath. This will go in between there in front of the bowl. I feel I need so ink right there. Just be careful not getting burned. Let me see, let me look around and see where I need to be adding more. As I'm saying, I have a lot of those where you can add where you think it needs. I'll be adding one there, bottom, just cover the space right there. And then at the very end, and we're almost done. We're almost there. I'm just gonna fix it up, fluff it up. Almost done. I'm just gonna be adding these here in the bottom. Let me just add some sticks in there and put them. Okay, what I'll do next is I'm just gonna see, and if I need to be moving something, I'll be for sure fluffing off the bows, and it'll be ready soon. Yeah, we're almost done, and it's looking beautiful. And voila, we're done with wreath number 1. So I'll be making the other one right now, which is going to be the same step, same process. The only difference will be that the other one will have 2 of these, which is going to be the medium size and the smaller one, just as you saw in the video, at the beginning of the video. This is a big one. And we're done. Let me just do the other one and I'll come back to show you guys the final reveal. And finally, I will be done with fall. Okay, so let's get crafty now. What do you guys think? Wreath number 1 and wreath number 2, you guys, they're huge. So I want to say thank you so much. I've been reading your comments. I've seen my friends from Peru stopping by to say hi everyone. So I just want to say, please leave a comment. Let me know where you guys are watching from, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. Again, I'm getting ready for Christmas now. I'm so thankful that I'm done with fall, and this is the last video. So please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.